My name is Nitin. I'm just turned 50 this year. I work for a German mid-cap company into plant machinery and engineering business. I'm working as a CEO for their Asia operations. I operate out of Singapore mainly, but I live in Gurgaon. So eventually I live in my suitcase. With respect to family, I'm happily married. I have 2 kids, 20 and 15. But health-wise, I had no complaints ever. In the last 50 years of my life, I have never been to hospital even for a daycare procedure. I had no symptoms such as urine problem or pain or nothing like that. But for last many years, I'm every year doing my annual health checkup. And for last 5 years, I'm getting my cancer marker tests also done, and PSA being one of them. And incidentally, this year, July, I went for my annual health checkup. Everything came out, wow, perfect lungs, perfect heart, everything came, bladder perfectly fine and all. Even the prostate size were perfect. I was happy. And then there was a PSA in that, it came as 10. And I said, well, it's 10, what does it mean? Then I was recommended that I should see a urologist. I went to see a urologist and he said, very nice thing. He said, your score is high and there could be anything. It could be benign, it could be malignant, but whatever it is, it's early stage. It's just a speed breaker in your life. The road is smooth, but it's a speed breaker. Possibly you were running too fast, so it's a signal to slow down a bit. And the same day I said, what next? He said, maybe we should do an MRI. I said, let's do it. We did an MRI. Same day I was alone in the hospital, not without my family, and we did an MRI. And I said, doctor, I have a travel tomorrow. And he said, go ahead, don't change your life. I said, what's the next step? I said, biopsy. I said, well, let's do it. Then we went for a biopsy and my wife was there. I didn't inform rest of the family, only my wife and the kids. And then I could narrow down on my treatment, and within 4 weeks or 5 weeks of prostate biopsy, I went for RARP. I met Dr. Gagan, and instantaneously I was like, he's my doctor. Good enough research and talks with the different doctors that RARP radical robot-assisted radical prostatectomy, that was my choice. And I discussed how it will happen, and it was very simple, that there will be few incisions which will be done in your stomach, the camera, the knives and all, and a team of doctors will be standing around you who will fix the robot with you, and doctor will be operating the robot. Robot cannot do anything on its own. So robot is a dummy unless a specialist is operating it. And that's where Dr. Gagan Gautam, who's heading also the robotic surgery, he was to operate. And he had a great, amazing team who was standing around, who took care during the prep work of the robot and all. And it was a long surgery. And I think the healing process, because it was robotic surgery, the healing was much faster. You didn't have a lot of cuts here and there. If it was an open surgery, it would have taken months to recover. Because it was robotics, just 2 days, 2.5 days, you're out of the hospital and then you are back to your work. And we went, and 3 days later, after the operation, I was at home. 2 more days, catheter was out. And one advice he gave, start walking, and I kept walking after the first day, and that cured me, healed me much faster. I started doing my runs after 6-7 weeks. Doctor and robotic surgery is the right choice. It's definitely a life-changing experience. The word cancer, it takes the breath away. It takes the carpet below your feet. So the gratitude became a very big part of my life, the change which has come. And a desire and an urge to do something and help others who possibly are struggling with this journey. And that whatever time I get, if I can contribute towards that, that will be very important. And I remember seeing this blue mustache and the initiative by Medanta. I think kudos. And this is what my way of gratitude towards all the cosmos which helped me get over it. And I think that's the change which I have.